that stranglehold. Oh, close once again. Very close. Asif Khan living dangerously but surviving. It's the end of over number 3. Bousher Busters 6 for the loss of 2 wickets. Mohsin to continue. Well, that last wicket has earned him a slip. Out. That'll be a very interesting replay to see, Shoaib.
Well, I think it just fell short of that slip fielder, Shubhopal. But what a time to mention that slip. Rashid, you just mentioned that he's earned a slip, and immediately he's got that edge, and that went to the close-in fielder.
Well, certainly he's moving the ball around. That outswinger coming in perfectly in the length he bowls. Look at that length. Just superb. Well, you're right. Just short of that fielder. Meanwhile, once again, taking that outer half of the bat. Not convincing. But very good bowling by both these, Arafat Islam and Mohsin Qureshi. They are creating that doubt in the batsman's mind. Bowling brilliant lengths. That makes the job or the thought process of the captain ever so easy. He can think about Bousher Busters now 7. 5 of the bat. A leg by and a wide. Contributing to that 7 runs. Meanwhile, a quick single being taken. Makes it easily at the end. While a quick single being taken. Makes it easily at the end. With that single, Shivu Paul is off the mark. And Arafat Islam high on confidence. Picked up a wicket. Just giving away 6 runs in 2.2 overs. He's just steaming in. Bowling so brilliantly. Well, if he can pick up another wicket, that will certainly put a lot more pressure on Bousher Busters. Well, Asif Khan, he is living dangerously. He survives once again. That ball nowhere close to the middle of the bat. Takes the inner edge and this camper through for a single.
Yes, going for a big heat, not the best of ideas against somebody like Arafat Islam Rashid, who's bowling really well. You need to caress the ball, punch it, and look for those gaps. In the 30-yard circle, trying to go with the aerial route is not the best option when you're at 9 for 2. That's much better from Shubhopal.
That's what they need to build a partnership. They need to just go with those singles. Shubhopal should play the anchor role. He's got that ability to pick up singles at will. Needs to continue doing that. Meanwhile, Asif, he's been living dangerously, and as suggested, he should try to caress the ball, time it. Note goes heavy. They call him.
Oh, that shot more you the three absolute hit. Oh, that pressure from Yasir from Arafat Islam is down the as this one has been hit supremely over long on for 6.
Well, that key there was the timing, Shoaib. That was what you were talking about. Time the ball. And he's certainly done that. One for the paparazzi, one for the photographers. Brilliant there. Forcing changes in the field.
His pose. So now a lot more spread out field. Short ball back from Arfat. Oh, that's poor. He hasn't taken that catch. And now he's signaling that it was away from him. This been taken Arsalan Bashir.
Well, absolutely should have been taken. Very, very poor to end the over. A chance gone down. Asif Khan survives yet again. End of over number 5. Busters 17 for the loss of 2 wickets.
Just like the strong performance from Khuwair Warriors, there's a strong wind blowing across. The flag's flying high, and that gives you an indication that there's a strong wind blowing. And now they need to use this wind to their advantage. Both can actually use it, the batting side and the bowling side, because there's going to be a change of end from after every over. So you can target playing shots with the wind that will help the batters, while the bowlers should use that wind to make the batters play against the wind and try and create chances. They're looking for two. The call is for two and a misfield from Asim Kamal. Amir Kaleem, he gets very agitated when there is a less than 100% effort.
And rightly so, Shoaib. They're on top at the moment. They should be the ones who should be exerting pressure on the batters, not the other way around. And we see here Asim Kamal, not a good effort. Meanwhile, once again on the stumps, fielded by Amir Kaleem himself. That partnership we were talking about, that is underway now, Shoaib. Shubha Paul and Asif Khan, they just need to make sure. Keep going, get those singles in. Meanwhile, drifting down the leg side. Play towards that short fine leg. They pick up a single to end the over. 6 overs gone. Bousher Busters 23 for the loss of 2 wickets. A change in the bowling. Sean Nowak. He comes in to bowl from the Oman LNG end. 3 wickets. 2 wickets. Beg your pardon, 2 innings, 3 wickets. He did bowl really well in the last game. The field spread out now. After that power play is done. Meanwhile, Shubha Paul doing the right thing. Picking up a single. Handing over the strike to his partner.
Yes, he has a very important role to play in Bousher Busters, Shubhopal. He comes in the middle order, and more often than not, he's early in the crease because the top order has kept on failing on a consistent basis. So he knows now what his job is. It is to rotate the strike as much as he can, at least until Asif is out there in the middle. Driven straight to Zishan Siddiqui. And a misfield will allow them to go for that run.
Well, that fumble, Shoaib, that would have been really, really close. Had he collected that, the batsmen were struggling. Asif Khan has been really lucky today. got beaten on that outside edge quite a few times, and then that catch that was close to the wicket keeper. In my opinion, it was really, really close. But I think my partner Shoaib, he thinks it was a bit far away. That catch by the wicket keeper would have been really, really interesting. Another wicket here.
Well, there is a disagreement in the com box. Healthy disagreement, of course. A quick run taken. I feel that was not a catch, and Rashid feels that that could have been taken. We've got our viewers who are watching, so let's put this question to them. Yes? Catch. And that is why they couldn't afford to play longer. It's gone high up in the air. Chance, and this time it's taken by Sean Novak. That is the effort that you need to put to take catches, and a brilliant effort by the tall man to dismiss Asif. Wicket number 3 down.
Well, absolutely. Those are the efforts you need. Asif Khan losing luck and losing his wicket. Getting that top edge towards that fine leg, and Sean Novak, well, he's just been brilliant. Look at that effort. That's what you require. Dives to come in. End of Asif Khan. Run ball 20. Bousher Busters lose their third wicket with a score at 30. Well, with the loss of that wicket, Sufyan Mahmood, the captain, comes in. 91 runs, 3 innings, healthy strike rate of 165, best of 50 not out. That average 22.75. He can improve that certainly. Shoaib, he's got a big task on his hand. Needs to steer the ship now.
Yes, we'll have to play the captain's knock. We'll have to lead by example, and he has come in a similar situation for a number of times already in the tournament for Bousher Busters. So getting used to it, I must say. 30 for 3 in 7.1. Let's it go. Some turn for Amir Kaleem. Bowling well outside of and out of the reach of Sufyan Mahmood.
Well, look at that wicket once again. Top edge towards that fine leg, and he did cover some very good ground. Sean Novak. Full toss. No damage done. Just a single. Lucky there. Amir Kaleem. And Sufyan Mahmood off the mark with a single. Well, it looks like a very confident Khuwair Warriors. They've got their tail up. Bowling some good bowling. The catching has been superb. Meanwhile, in the slot, opting for a single towards long off. Shubopal, that's what he'll do. That is what is required from him. He does not need to look at the last boundary when it was scored. Although it's been 17 deliveries, he just needs to keep going with his captain.
Yes, I think that is one stat that they'll not keep their eyes on. Doesn't matter how many balls you've taken to score a boundary. What matters is how much can you get by the end of the 20th over. You don't win matches on that stat if you are hitting a lot of boundaries or not. What matters is the runs on the board. Oh, that is a beautiful shot. So that's that. Again, pushed at the side by Sufyan Mahmood. He says, hang on. Doesn't matter. If it's in the slot, I'm going to play my shots. Beautiful hit over cow corner for 6. 8 overs gone. 38 for 3 is the score.
Well, a beautiful bowling card for Khuwair Warriors. 3 bowlers picking up a wicket each. Sean Novak, the only bowler who hasn't picked up a wicket yet, but he's gotten that brilliant catch to dismiss Asif Khan. Well, that was the catch I was talking about. He got the top edge, and Sean Novak, he did cover some ground.
Well, that is one thing that I'm sure all South Africans will be very proud of. Their fielding. They've got one of the best in the world, Jonty Rhodes, who's set the platform and tone for fielding in modern day cricket. That's the 6 from the bat of Sufyan Mahmood. So yes, that is one aspect of the ground and the game that they'll be very proud of, the fielding. And Sean Novak is no different, comes from that same mold of cricketers.
Well, absolutely. They're very proud of their fielding. But that's 6, Shoaib. That tells you a little bit about the wicket as well. If you do not pitch it in the right areas, you can go for runs. Tells you what a good wicket it is to play cricket on. Favors the bowlers, favors the batters. In it has got everything.
Yes, and Bousher busters, the batters that they have, I feel they lack the ability of playing against the moving ball. So you don't need to hit a lot of sixes, but you should be able to convert those deliveries into runs in the form of singles and doubles and try to get more connection on those deliveries. What we've seen is that the ball just kept beating the outside edge of the bat. They were not able to anticipate the swing. So yes, that is one aspect that they can improve.
Outside the off stump. Yep, you're absolutely right. That is one aspect they can work on. So yeah, they're bowling that outside off stump channel. Meanwhile, Sufyan picking up a single. Well, you're talking about the moving ball, Shoaib. I think one counter that we've seen throughout the the cricket, the batters, to counter that swing, what they do is they stand outside that crease line, and that's how they beat that swing, which is how many batters counter that swing. Trying for a ramp shot there. Wide given, a bit harsh. Sean Novak, he did shuffle across. Shibu Paul, but did not get any connection. Well, Shoaib, they're trying for innovative shots. They have lost 3 wickets already. Do you reckon that is the right approach?
Played towards the long on. Good over this one from Sean Novak. Just 4 runs of it. 9 overs have been bowled, 42 for 3. Asim Kamal, the spinner, introduced into the attack. 4 innings, 6 wickets for him. Good economy of 7.
Starts off with a dot. Well, he's got a beautiful action. Asim Kamal. I have got that soft corner for off spinners. Asim Kamal. Bowling really well. Slowing it down. He's been a bit quicker in the previous games, but bowling well today. Controlling that pace.
Yes, personally, I like spinners who are not afraid to flight the ball. I think that is a good skill to have as a spinner, because if you are darting it in, then you are not as effective in terms of taking wickets. You're defending. That approach is defensive. And then why do you need a spinner who bowls fast when you have got fast bowlers in your side? So it has to be a contrasting difference. Yes, depending on the pitch, you might want to change, or depending on the batter, you might want to change that variation, get that variation in. But predominantly, a spin bowler has to be one who flights the ball.
Well, absolutely. You did mention the right things at the end. I was going to counter you there. A spinner should have both of these variations in his arsenal. He requires them depending on the situation of the game, depending on the batter, and then use them accordingly. Meanwhile, stepping down, good fielding. Stop with his boot there, Asim Kamal. Shubhapal trying to go after him. They've just got 44 in 9.5. Look at that. Yes.
It's trained down the ground for a single, and that'll bring the over to an end. Just 3 runs off it. Good over from Asim Kamal. 10 overs have been bowled. 44 for 3. Time for a change in the com box. It's going to be Abid Ibrahim and Noman Chaudhary to take you through.
All right, thank you very much, Shoaib and Mohammad Rashid. Muzahir Raza into the attack. For the first time, gets that thick edge and ball is running towards the fence, and that's a 4 runs for Shubhapal. Not intentionally played there. Probably was looking to play the cut shot, missing it there, but lucky. There was no slip on, and ball goes for 4.
Outside the line of off stump, and did not go where he intended to, but he still gets a boundary. Welcome boundary for Bousher Busters.
Muzahir has been giving a lot of runs in his season so far. Not having a great tournament so far, but oh, bullseye! A little bit of appeal there. Straight onto the stumps, and we are going upstairs.
Direct hits are always interesting. Zishan Siddiqui, the fielder this time around, was pushed on the offside. Zishan throwing at the non-striker's end. Shubhapal seems like he's well and truly in the crease. Not out. Not out is a signal from the third umpire. And with the single, Bousher Busters have reached 50 in 10.2 overs.
Yeah, proper way to drag your bat when he was running between the wicket. He kept on dragging that bat really. The basic were right, I think. He's got it completely right there. A timely 50 there for Bousher Busters. I think they're slow in the process. Just after 10 overs, halfway through, they just got to the 50 with 3 wickets down. Sufyan is there right in the center. They must be looking for the better half.
Good running between the wickets. A timely single there. Good throw as well. Good fielding efforts. Good cricket all around there for both of these sides.
Very watchful there. Well, not an easy wicket to bat on. I mean, you wouldn't be able to get your drives on to get bowl. Easy to hit the ball as you get into that wicket. It takes a little time for you to adjust to the bounce. And being today the sunny day, the sun has been beating that wicket all day long. So definitely there will be a bit of a dryness, so could favor the bowler. Ah, perfect delivery. This is Muzahir Raza for you. He's just brought that ball slightly into the Shubhapal, just passing that off outside edge.
You were rightly mentioning about the surface there. Have a look at this one. Beats past the outside edge. He's been hitting good areas. He's got a rest the other day. Did not play the last game against Cobra Giants. He has been given the go against Bousher Busters, and he's bowled a decent first over so far. Steps out, plays on the offside. Good looking shot there. Back with a point. The ball will go across the fence. A boundary for Bousher Busters. 11 overs are done. 55 for 3.
The left-hander now against Offie. Asim Kamal, perfect scenes here for the off-break bowler who likes to bowl against the left-handers. And someone like Asim, who didn't had a great game last night, but usually amongst the wicket takers, always when Team Khuwair Warriors needs a wicket, they bring up that Asim Kamal into the attack.
Well, Asim has been impressive in this tournament. Bowled with the economy of 6.81, which is very handy considering the format and the teams he's been playing against. Shubhapal cuts and cuts well, beats the fielder at point. This will go across the fence. Good effort there from Mohsin Qureshi. Covered some good ground to stop the ball.
Well, indeed, it's been a great tournament for him so far. Just the last game not going in his favor. That was in the gap. Nothing for Syed Amir Kaleem, but here, very well done by Mohsin Qureshi. Saving certain boundary there, diving to his left. Only single would be coming in.
It's a rebuilding phase for Bousher Busters. Abid Ibrahim was rightly mentioning about the surface. It's just like they need to carry on with this partnership till 18th or 19th over. They do have Fayaz Butt in the hut, who knows how to accelerate. So far a good over from Asim Kamal. Targeting the stumps, bowling wicket to wicket, not giving away anything, any width outside the line of off stump. On the back foot, played on the onside, just a single.
Yeah, just trying to hit on the own side here against the left, against the right arm off spinner. And the over gets to an end. Now with 5 runs coming off this over, it's 60 for 3 Bousher Busters.
Sufyan Mahmood and Shubhapal doing the recovery work for Bousher Busters. On the pad, it's flicked on the onside. Just be a single. 24 of 30 for Shubhapal. Had a very slow start to his innings in the last game as well. But he's someone who picks up the pace well. Now, but this has been the story for most of the batters at this wicket. They get a slow start. Have seen last night about Gautam Sagar as well. It's got a slow start, but then once you get settled at the surface, you get your eye in, then you can accelerate.
Well, I think it's Khuwair Warriors who would know better than anyone else in the team. And then throughout this tournament so far, they are the team only who's got a match tied. So they'll feel that restricting team Bousher Busters under 150 will fancy their chances. And today they've been put on to bowl first. It is straight to Sean Nowak. A dot ball, and that was hit hard. So if when you want to hit hard, try to find the gap, not straight to the fielder.
It's a beautiful cricketing facility, the Oman Cricket Academy. Wonderful visuals there. It's located among the mountains. Thumped on the offside, beats the field. Sean Nowak have to cut off the ball, but in the process he has conceded a boundary. A welcome for yet again for Bousher Busters and Sufyan Mahmood.
Yeah, a little bit of a sluggish fielding there from Sean Nowak. He was running hard for it. Yeah, it was hit hard again in the gap as well, but he could have done a little better. Now that ball bouncing back and hitting that rope, I think he thought that he might be able to easily pull that ball back. Not getting proper hand onto it. Now partnership of 36 of 33. It's been a slow, steady partnership, Noman. But you need to make sure that you get a partner. And to get you to partnership, that's what you need. 150 plus partnership or 60 runs partnership is what all you need.
Yeah, they were 30 for 3 at one stage of the game, and building from that position was surely difficult. But nevertheless, a good recovery for Bousher Busters. They would surely want to accelerate from this point on. Last ball of Muzahir Raza's over. It's considered a boundary in this one as well. It's considered a couple of boundaries in his last over.
Final delivery. Oh, he got it right this time. Just over the fielder and over. Then I know just bounce inside. Maybe a 4 runs there, yeah. A well planned and good directed shot. Trying to be a little cheeky, getting over behind the keeper. A safest shot to execute, but difficult one. Typically T20 game for you. 71 for 3 at the end of 17, Bousher Busters. With 106 projected scores is But that would never be enough. I think they need to score somewhere around 140. Should be the case. They need a partnership here badly.
This is good innovation from Shubhapal. Good understanding of the game as well. Understanding that the fine leg fielder Zishan Juni was inside the circle. He's been trying to attempt that ramp shot for quite some time. Finally, he succeeded at once again trying to play that cheeky ramp shot. Just landed in front of the fielder. Shot fine like Sean Novak. It was on the pads. Trying to direct this one towards the fine leg fence. Couldn't time the ball at this occasion, Shubhapal.
A very important partnership here just for Bousher Busters. And after that early stumbled opening and then those 3 wickets down. The recovery has been good now. Now maybe they can watch a couple of more overs than before going all guns blazing. So maybe they at least need a boundary every over from here. Well, that's what I feel, Naman. And that was an arm ball.
Yeah, absolutely. A boundary every over would surely set the tone for Bousher Busters. Get a decent total, the close of 20 overs mark. Thumped back past the bowler. What a shot from Sufyan Mahmood. This will race across the fence for a boundary.
Well, no chance for the fielder whatsoever. Hit it, belted superbly well. They're just right in the slot, and he was kind of expecting that delivery. Yeah, too full, easy. Oh, he got his feet and hand away from it. Does not want to pick up an injury there. Could have stopped himself. Final delivery straight to the fielder. They'll take single by misfielding there. Just a single to end the over. 78 for 3 at the end of 14 Bousher Busters.
It hasn't been a great day for Hamads. Both of Hamads being dismissed for a duck. Imran, Fayaz Bhatt, 2 batters to come. 2 batters who know how to hit the ball out. 78 for 3, 6 more overs to go. Abid Ibrahim, they must be fancying to get somewhere around 140 to 150. That can be a tricky total at this surface.
Yeah, for sure that if they get to 150, they'll feel much better here. But that looks distance from here. 150, it's completely a tall task for them with their 2 premier batters going for duck. Now that scorebook looks like a poultry farm. 2 zeros there. That's been the problem with both the Hamads. They've been trying to get into the top order. When Hamad Ifrag was coming down the order, now has to open the inning. The previous game, we saw both of Hamads opening the game there. Oh, he's got hurt himself there. Sean Novak. Still, he was, and yep, was just trying to get in the way. That's how the throw was too quick there. Look at that.
Throw was directed at the non-striker's end. Oh, yes, surely. This one must have hurt. We were mentioning about Bousher Busters, the opening slots and the runs not being there for the side Bousher Busters. I believe they're surely missing Adil Shafiq, the man who used to open the innings for Bousher Busters. I've been told by Abid Ibrahim that he has flown to UK. He'll miss out the remaining domestic season.
Yeah, he was there just for 1 game and then he's gone now. Oh, what a shot! What a shot. One bounce into the fence. Shubhopal, what a great connection. That was solid hit.
That wasn't a good ball from Sean Novak. It was right in the slot of the batter. And he has just hit it back past the bowler. Mid-off was inside the circle. All he had to do was just to evade the fielder. Rocketed on the back foot, thumped it straight down the ground, gets a boundary, and has raised the 50 partnership of 43 deliveries.
50 runs stand now. They need to hurry things up. Try to get more of these boundaries. Shubhopal alongside his captain. The message is quite clear from the center. When the captain is batting alongside with you, you don't really need messages coming from outside. So that makes it quite easier for the batter to plan the game. That's why we call the captain has a key role to spend some time at center. Over here, tries to make the room and plays over that point region. I think pre-plan batting does not work for pre-plan. When you pre-plan your shot, this is where he was trying to play that pre-plan shot.
You're right about the fact, the premeditated cricket that you were mentioning about, the premeditated shots, they don't work. But it's just about the hand-eye coordination and the muscle memory, because these players, they've been playing for quite some time. So it gets a little easier for you because of all the cricket you've been playing, the muscle memory, the hand-eye coordination. I remember someone asking Virat Kohli the similar thing about the hand-eye coordination and how do you face a ball that is being bowled to you at 150 plus. His reply was it's just about the hand-eye coordination and the muscle memory. Thumped on the onside by Sofyan. So I was reading a research as well that you cannot watch a delivery that is being bowled to you at over 145 kph. So if the batters who play out those deliveries, it's only the fact that they have good hand-eye coordination and it's just about the muscle memory.
Well, what I make out of this, you need a lot of practice. While you play that, you need to give hours and hours time to yourself to gain that muscle memory. Final delivery. Onto the pad, big shout. I think that's close. No, not given by Zaman Qureshi. Yeah, maybe probably missing down the leg side. A dot ball to end the over from Sean Novak. 85 for 3. Well, one more time. Sufyan up against Asim Kamal. Asim Kamal has been pretty economical but wicketless so far. The bowls, those off break and then the arm ball as well could be a key here. Not happy man there. Sufyan Mahmood just couldn't get a single there. Straight to the fielder. What a great piece of fielding this has been. And pressure mounting on Team Bousher Busters just after these 3 dot balls back to back. I can sense the big shot or the wicket.
It's not easy. Break the defenses of Sofyan Mahmood. Is well and truly in the control of the game here, the skipper. 27 of 27. Just been setting up the platform to launch. He's got a solid start. Now he would be eyeing to accelerate. Last over of Asim Kamal's spell. Thumb down the onside, straight down the ground. Just 2 of this over so far.
And everything needs a time there, as you mentioned earlier, saying that needs a lot of practice to understand the game. So it's simple mantra. The more time you give to yourself, the better result will come out. Meantime, hit hard to its long on, but a very good over from Asim Kamal comes to an only 3 runs coming off it and a great spell. Pretty economical, contained a lot of runs, given 18 in his 4 overs, 88 for 3.
Fayaz Butt still to come. Good start to the over from Sean Novak. Yorker targeted at the stumps.
And that too with a well distanced in height. He's a tall, lanky fast bowler. And then he stretched his arm full. He is having a high arm action and conceding that, getting into that right onto that block hole. Full marks for Sufyan to at least negotiated with that pretty well. Straight to the keeper. Oh, the Shubhopal who likes to play those scoop shots, risk his wickets every time. Doesn't come every time.
Once again trying to be a little cheeky. Bringing that ram shot in. It wasn't a good idea considering that fine leg fielder was right at the boundary.
Oh, that was really, really close to that sticks. Outside off. Only a single there. Overall, a mixed kind of a tournament for Bousher Busters. They had a great start of the tournament, and then in between, they lost the plot. As mentioned at the toss, when you were there with Sufyan Mahmood, Sufyan was saying that they've been performing well, but in patches. They need to perform really well regularly.
Thumped on the onside by Sofyan Mahmood in the gap. A good fielding effort there by Hashim Syed, the hero from the last game.
Yeah. Pretty good job there from Hashim. Whether with that true, captain of Bousher Busters Sufyan Mahmood moves to 30. I think that's rightly called by the umpire. And what thing I've come to my mind is that whenever Sean is bowling against the left-hander, Sufyan is targeting more of the stumps and trying to bowl full end deliveries. One final delivery to go from Sean Novak. It's quite evident that he just wants to get a wicket here. They need to get a breakthrough here. To Shubhopal here. Oh. He's hurt himself, I think. That ball is hitting him. Behind that pad, I think. Meanwhile, 17 overs gone. It's 94 for 3.
94 for 3 in 17 overs. Both Hamads being dismissed for a duck. Asif Khan, the man who usually operates with a better strike rate, today was dismissed for 20 of 20 deliveries. Last 3 overs of proceedings for Bousher Busters. Shubha Paul and Sufyan Mahmood, they are set at the crease. The stage definitely set for a good finish for Bousher Busters. If they manage to get at least 30 or 35 runs in the last 3 overs, that might take them to a competitive total. But they will surely want more out of it, especially against this man, Muzahir Raza. He's been very expensive in this tournament. 21 in his 2 overs in today's game as well. He was left out from the last game against Gubra Giants. Comes back in the side today. Shubha Paul, 37 of 42. He's faced 7 overs. Scored 37 runs. Full toss, thumped on the offside. Just be a single. Brings the more experienced man at the crease, Sufyan Mahmood, the skipper. Still 5 shy of 100 Bousher Busters.
And Muzahir bowling his third, but again quite expensive. That's been his problem in the tournament. The young man should now be able to pick up wickets, be that wicket-taking option for you, captain. Yeah, I think they're working well on bowling those Yorkers against Sufyan and keeping him quiet. Now Shubhupal playing with the almost 90 strike rate, and so does Sufyan with 100 strike rate almost. Well, they played quite slow, but it's time for them to accelerate now, as after this there will be a penultimate over and then the final over. So they need to really get some runs. If you're targeting really to 140, it's time for now for them to strike now hard. Oh, he waited for that. That's gone up in the air. The fine leg comes in. Sean Nowak takes that catch quite comfortably. That's a wicket and much needed wicket. A breakthrough. Muzahir Raza strikes, gets third wicket. Much needed.
One shot too many for Shubha Paul. He's been trying to attempt this ramp shot quite often than not. And has faltered to a good delivery from Muzahir Raza. This one was banged, shorter length, took the pace off the ball, had absolutely no pace to work with. Shubha Paul, he finds Sean Novak. Normally very safe pair of hands. At fine leg, takes a good catch, ends the inning of Shubha Paul. Goes back after scoring 38 from 44 deliveries. Bousher Busters 96 for 4. Nadeem's a new batter in. 13 runs. He's striking at 130 in this tournament. Once again, a good Yorker. Nicely kept it on the offside. Sufyan will only settle for a single. It has been a good comeback from Muzahir Raza as well. In his second spell, he's been very decent in this over so far.
They just try to play that scoop shot every time. I missed on that last two occasions. He couldn't connect on that previous one, and this time he played. I think Muzahir should be given the credit for that wicket, that because he's waited and saw that he's trying to play that ram shot and took pace off. And this time he tried to bowl a lot quicker. Missed the line. It's wide delivery.
They should have followed the same strategy, because we have seen Sufyan Mahmood struggling to play the Yorker. .98 for 4. We're in the 18th over of the proceedings. On the backward thumbs on the onside. He'll only settle for a single. The singles are surely not going to hurt Khuwair Warriors.
Yeah, 2 more overs to come after this single delivery. So 12 deliveries, they need to bowl well. They'll be happy if they restrict team Bousher Busters below 120. Shouldn't be giving them a lot of runs then, as Nadeem is the new man there. Should be trying to keep him more on strike. Super cover. Bit of shuffle that goes up in the air. Nadeem tries to get some runs. Straight into the pouch of Captain. Captain takes the catch, and Muzahir with double blow in the over.
Nadeem, if the man has been dismissed, once again trying to get some runs for his side. The good catch from Amir Kaleem. And Muzahir Raza getting the second wicket of the over. Nadeem walks back after scoring just one. Bousher Busters 99 for 5. Fayaz but the man in. Just a couple of games back, he batted at number 4. Today he's been batting at number 7. Arafat Islam has been supremely impressive in his first spell. 15 runs and a wicket. Got the wicket in the very first over. Now has been brought in the attack to bowl the penultimate over. Sufyan Mahmood and Fayaz Butt, two of the regular fixtures of Oman's national team in the middle. Slow ball takes the pace off the delivery. Played on the onside. Hashim collect the ball. Single brings the 100 for Bousher Busters. Has been a slow going 100 in the 19th over.
Well, I've been mighty impressed with this young boy who knows about the situation of the game. Is rather, when we talk about the raw talent, raw skills, this man is yet to contribute and has a bright future ahead. But already in process, it looks really, really smart bowler to me. That the first ball of the penultimate over, he knows that the left-hander is on a strike. So he tried to angle it away, but not only angling it away, but mixing pace as well. That previous delivery not going for the distance was purely because he's taken the pace off.
Well, he follows it up with a quick delivery. This is good, intelligent bowling from Arafat Islam. He's a very thinking bowler, understands the game well, understands the opposition well, and bowls according to the situation.
I think he's in the right hands as well, as led by someone like Sayyid Amir Kaleem, who has a passion for the game. Still, he contributes really well at this age of the, and he represented Oman national side. He's someone ideal to lead the team, and having youngsters like Arafat in his team, so that he's on to the years of the fast bowler every time So wonderful captaincy there, and also wonderful leadership role by Sayyid Amir Kaleem.
Absolutely, he's the man. He's been a role model for youngsters. You rightly mentioned about him taking right care of Arafat Islam and Muzahir Raza. Thumped straight down the ground. The timing wasn't there. It has been the story of the innings for Bousher Busters. The timing's just not been there.
Well, now it's the time they expect Sufyan Mahmood to fire, and obviously there would not be Fayaz, but would get you runs as he's just walked in and up against. He's been against Arafat Islam, who's been bowling really well. So it should be Sufyan Mahmood who would be taking charges, and he doesn't seem to be really comfortable batting against someone like Arafat Islam, who's angling it away from the left-hander, and it seems to be Arafat enjoying the battle here.
Has been very consistent, Arafat Islam, in terms of hitting the right areas. 36 of 35 for Sufyan Mahmood. He needs to shift the gear before it gets too late for Bousher Busters. Goes on the back foot once again. Good change of pace from Arafat Islam. He's been a little unlucky at this moment, where the keeper Arsalan Bashir couldn't gather the ball.
Yeah, frustration, you can sense that frustration from Sufyan Mahmood as he couldn't able to connect that one. Look at that smartness. That's what I was talking about. The cutters, how crucial they are. That was an off cutter from the left-hander. Now look at that. Oh, he wanted to hit that one hard, but smart bowling. And that will really be a useful arsenal weapon here as you use those cutters. Great bowling this has been. What a great over. 5 runs coming off this over. 104 for 5 after 19. Bousher Busters.
Last over. Thumped on the onside by Sufyan Mahmood. The call is for 2, but will surely settle for a single.
Yeah, Mazahir to bowl the final over, and he's already got 2 wickets to his name. These 2 youngsters, they back each other really well, and have done great job for the team Khuwair Warriors, especially Arafat Islam. Today, with 2 wickets, Muzahir Raza is leading there in that contest. A good contest to have between the 2 fast bowlers. Slower one. That's been the case. Change of pace, and has really worked well for the fast bowlers.
Spot on here, Muzahir Raza. His second spell has been very economical. Good presence of mind there, taking the pace of the ball, not giving anything to Fayaz Butt so he can hit them out. 2 of 4 deliveries. This is the last over. They would surely want to get at least 15 of this over. The question is how they'll be able to get that. Yorker thumped straight down the ground. Couldn't get a boundary on this occasion as well.
Yeah, I just couldn't have that middle of the bat or not. The ball was carving away while passing over the head of the bowler. They're well directed, and look at that. Now we're at that fag end of the innings, and still they have done well by not giving many boundaries. 29 balls since the last boundary.
No boundary in the last 5 overs. Has been a great comeback by Khuwair Warriors. It dominated most part of this game. Thumped straight over the bowler's head. What a hit from Sufyan Mahmood, and what a reply this time from the Bousher Buster skipper. We've been talking about the boundary, and this boundary came after 29 deliveries.
I got one correct this one and was much needed. Camping back on the back foot. Yeah, he kind of knew it, the ball will be angling it away from him. And looking solid there, good connection, what a relief to see that maximum coming in. Good shot from Sufyan Mahmood. He's 7 away from his 50.
He'll be eyeing the leg side fence once again. Oh, good Yorker, good comeback. Mazahir Raza bowling a very good delivery after conceding a 6.
Yeah, he's mixed things up really well. I think still they've done well in containing runs, not allowing Bousher Busters at one juncture of the game where it looked, well, they'll go when Shubhupal was batting, they might go cross 130, 135. Even for that matter, 140 was looking gettable. But it's been a great comeback by the bowler.
Thumped on the onside, Fayaz Bhatt. Valiant effort there from the fielder, but he couldn't stop a boundary, and Mazahir Raza, he doesn't look amused at all by the effort. A boundary to finish the innings for Bousher Busters, and they have managed to put on 117 on the board in 20 overs.
Yeah, within all his rights, that should have been stopped there. Oh, yeah, that's what he's saying. What are you doing, mate? That was supposed to be stopped there, but nevertheless, well, finishing on high, Bousher Busters getting 117 on board. Whether will that be enough? We'll wait and watch how Khuwair Warrior batters response. It's very important for the openers, Zishan Siddiqui and Amir Kaleem, to get going. Amir Kaleem certainly have a performance due on him. So the things have started shaky again. Arafat Islam striking early with a wicket, taking Hamad Ifraq out. 20 from Asif Khan, and Hamad Mirza again. He was also gone for duck. Shubhupal and Sufyan Mahmood getting that partnership, and got into that, because of that partnership they got onto the decent total.
Talking about the Khuwair Warriors bowling, mighty impressive lineup there. Arfad Islam picking up a wicket, 4 overs, 19 runs and a wicket. Mohsin Qureshi, Amir Kaleem also got wicket apiece. 2 wickets for Mazahir Raza. So they have restricted Bousher Busters to 117 for 5 in 20 overs. Talking about the first innings, Bousher Busters could only manage 117 on the board, and this is how the innings panned out.
So a lot of extras in that over, but also a wicket. So let's quickly go back to that fun fact again, brought to you by the Fun News. In 2007, Pakistan gave away 76 runs in extras in a single innings of a test match, the most ever. Quickly, very quickly, Rashid, tell us, take a guess, which team was it against where they gave away those extras? Pakistan playing against which side? Take a wild guess.
Well, probably Sri Lanka.
You'll get one more chance.
Well, I think it was India then.
Yes, it was. Well done. It was against India in Bangalore in 2007. 76 extras. In that, there were 35 byes, 26 leg byes, and 15 wides.
Well, certainly not a record they would remember. They must have forgotten about it.
So now they've given away 35 byes. That means it was not bad bowling from Pakistan. Maybe the keeper that day was not in his best, got off to the wrong side of the bed, clipped off the pads.
I'll tell you what, Shoaib. This was probably in the late 2000s, 2007, 2008. Let's have a look at that wicket once again. Loss of concentration for Amir Kaleem, but Fayaz Bhatt, he has picked up that important wicket. They've lost 3 wickets now, Khuwair Warriors. Bousher Busters right into the game again. A very good delivery. Saeed Hashim tentative on that one. Khuwair Warriors in a bit of bother here now. The moving ball trouble. Oh, that is brilliant bowling. Absolutely superb. Saeed Hashim, no answers to that one. Very tentative in his approach. That can get him into trouble. Look at that. Brilliant channel right outside the off stump. Deceiving. Beating the batsman. What an inclusion Muzammil has been into the playing 11, Shoaib.
To 7.4. Just a gentle push by Hashim towards short covers. The extras are going to hurt Bousher Busters. They've taken 3 important wickets. They'll have to keep taking wickets to be in the game. Muzammil completing his full quota of 4 overs. Last ball of his spell coming up. Is that a catch? They're appealing for it. Zaman Qureshi, the umpire, he's not moved an inch. Says the umpire, not out it's going to be. End of the over. 8 overs have been bowled and Khuwair Warriors are 55 for 3. making us look as good as possible. End of the over. 9 overs have been bowled, and our graphic guy has made us happy. 56 for 3.
Khuwair Warriors inching closer to their target of 118. Have lost 3 wickets. Zishan gone for 15. Amir Kaleem, the captain, gone after 29. And Zishan Jr. just one. Arsalan, Bashir and Saeed Hashim still in the middle. 56 for 3 after 9 overs. Meanwhile, Bousher Busters trying their best to pick up another wicket. Fawad Ali given another opportunity. He's coming in from the Oman LNG end in pursuit of another wicket. That is what they require. Wickets is the requirement for Bousher Busters. Meanwhile, Khuwair Warriors would want runs. They're not been able to convert those dot balls into singles. This is building pressure onto them. We did see 3 wickets go down already. Fuller delivery, slower. Well, the batsman is down. That's probably hit him on his knee, on his thigh actually. Rubbing it, giving it a rub.
Well, clearly he's not wearing a thigh pad. I wouldn't dare to do that. That has hit him right onto his thigh. I think he is wearing a thigh pad, but that has hit him between the thigh pad and the pad. Yes, right between the two. So yes, nothing much you can do. You've got all the protection there, but unlucky, Arsalan.
Well, you do get them sometimes. But that was a close call. Did pitch in line, I thought. Khuwair Warriors, I think, Shoaib, not doing any favors. They're not converting, they're not picking runs. This will put a lot of pressure on them. This can get them into trouble. If they are to lose another wicket here, well, we know the middle order has been struggling. They still require quite a few runs. Bousher Busters giving it their all. Quick run taken. Would have been close, but I thought that fielder was a tad bit slower.
Definitely getting a grip of the game. Bousher Busters' last few overs have been really quiet for Khuwair Warriors. Fawad being introduced into the attack. We haven't seen a spinner bowl yet in this innings for Bousher Busters. Relying on their fast bowling battery, and has worked for them so far. They go for the single. It was hit straight to Imran, and they managed to get a single as well.
Well, sure, I think they're coming very deep, the fielders, from that 30-yard circle. They must come up a couple of steps. They have managed to level that required and run rate. 5.90. That is the current run rate. And that is exactly the requirement. 5.90. Another couple of tight overs. And that will create a lot of pressure. Meanwhile, they end the 10th over with a single. Khuwair Warriors 59 for the loss of 3 wickets. And this will bring a change in the com box. We'll hand over the reins to Noman Chaudhry, joined by Abid Ibrahim.
Sufyan Mahmood, the skipper, has brought himself in the attack. This is turning out to be a very thrilling contest. The low scoring encounters. 2 wickets in 3 innings. Economy of 7.91. The fact about Sufyan Mahmood is that he bowls wicket to wicket. 59 more required of 60 deliveries. 58 would be the target now of 59 deliveries. Have been joined by Abid Ibrahim. They've lost 3 wickets, Abid. But surely getting 58 or 59 should not be a difficult task.
Yeah, run a ball here. Noman, the occasion is quite simple for the batters, but they still need to bat there. Aslan Bashir need to really go on and get some runs for the team. It's now both of the batters playing with a low strike rate. Aslan with 50 and to around 30 strike rate for Hashim. So they're just very watchful now, and I think so that's the right thing to do. Play a little slower, and then you'll get runs. It's that kind of a wicket.
Well, absolutely. It's very much understandable that you got to spend some time at the crease. They've lost 3 wickets. Also 2 of the most important and the experienced players. Right then, Gubra Giants. They'll be facing Rugi Rangers in the next game. They have tied their last game against Khuwair Warriors. It's just a wicket that are going to bother Khuwair Warriors. While for Bousher Busters, the case is opposite. They have to take wickets if they are to stay in the game. And for Khuwair Warriors, they have to stop. They have to prevent those wickets from falling.
Well, there are 2 types of the tactics in the game. Here you go, the dignitaries. It's joined here and watching this game quite nicely and enjoying the weather as well, which is settling now. It's a lot warm earlier. Oh, that's crack of the bat and 4 runs. Great shot. Extra cover is the region.
Supremely timed by Hashim at this occasion. Width was provided outside the line of off stump, and he lashed onto that one in between the cover and the point fielder. Perfect timing there. Good transfer of the weight from the left-handed batter. Gets a very welcome boundary for Khuwair Warriors. Sufyan Mahmood now maneuvering his troops, bringing subtle changes in the field. Got a sweeper cover in place now. Cuts on the offside towards the fielder who's just been placed there. Boundary followed by a single.
It's delightful every time the left-hander gets that drive on. And I'll taking precautions there. Sufyan Mahmood just getting hit for that boundary now, as bowling little defensive. I was talking about the progress of this game. The progress has been pretty slow.
Thumped on the onside. He'll just settle for a single. Single will conclude the over. So 11 overs are done, 66 for 3. Syed Muzammil, Fawad Ali, Fayaz Bhatt and Sufyan Mahmood. Muzammil and Fayaz Bhatt picking up wickets. The other part is that they have completed their quota of 4 overs as well. There's a good ploy from the captain. Has given away all 4 overs to these bowlers, understanding that they are wicket takers.
Maybe that's the reason they got game still in the balance. Captain Sufyan, knowing that they need Fayaz but to bowl up front his all overs, because they got not a lot of runs on board. So it seems to be that the idea is now to fight and pick up wickets, but for the remaining bowlers, including Sufyan himself and the others, have to bowl really well. It's not a huge runs in the tank.
Also, they don't have Akil in the attack today. It's just a fact that Akil was a wicket taker, but he hasn't been up to the mark in this tournament. Hasn't impressed with his bowling efforts. 51 or 52 required now. Hashim Syed, the man who bowled a brilliant last over yesterday against Kubra Giants. Fawad Ali has bowled an absolute peach of a delivery there. It pitched and it went away from the left-handed batter.
See movement there from Fawad. Squared him up completely there. Hashim, the left-hander, couldn't read that at all. Wanted to go on the onside, where that C movement. Yeah, just a perfect move. And a pacey delivery. Quick one.
Goes straight, hasn't timed that well. Chance for the fielder just over his head. Fayaz Bhatt racing across the outfield to stop that. And in the process, both of these batters, they were ampled across for 2 runs. Idham Kaleem, happy man, satisfied man. His team is well on the verge of their first victory.
Well, indeed, Hashim's heart was in his mouth when the ball was in the air. It was just over mid-off. A lot of risk. Oh, has he got the edge? Yes, the finger goes up. Fawad Ali strikes. What a big wicket it is. Well, perfect delivery to draw that outside edge and keeper making no mistake. Big work for Hashim.
Well, this partnership, both of these batters were very cautious. This was a good delivery, got the leading edge. Fawad Ali, with his usual celebration, has got the reward of consistent line and length. And Hashim Syed departs after scoring 10 from 18 deliveries. 69 for 4, 49 required of 49 deliveries. Game on. The big man comes in. Sean Novak hasn't been impressive in this tournament so far. But the strike rate, it tells a better story. 133 is the strike rate. This man knows a thing or two about hitting. He bats with a bat that looks like an ice cream stick.
I would say a toothpick. Oh, good delivery there. Well, there haven't been a problem with Bousher Buster bowlers. They have every time come on to bowl and they have put on a show. 12 gone it is. Yeah, Khuwair Warriors and Bousher Busters. Khuwair Warriors are slightly ahead of them in terms of runs, in terms of wickets also. After 12 overs, it was 60 for 3 Bousher Busters. Now Khuwair Warriors 69 for 4. So the game is there still, hanging right between the balance.
Fawad Ali, he got the better of Hashim Sayed in the last over. An absolute peach of a delivery there. His feet going absolutely nowhere, playing away from his body.
Well, how would you play that ball? How would you? That was absolutely a ripper. Oh, they're coming back for 2. Oh, goodness me, goodness me. Asif Khan couldn't collect the ball properly to dislodge the bails, and it is another opportunity for the batter.
Well. A chance goes begging. And is that going to be the turning point of the game? Have missed a sure shot run out there. Played on the onside. Arsalan Bashir got the first run quickly. It was his call to go for the second run. Good throw there. And Asif Khan, he couldn't gather the ball. Surely missed out on the run out opportunity. Doesn't look amused by his effort, Asif Khan. Driven on the offside, Arsalan Bashir. He's the type of a batter you would love to play in the middle overs. He's good at rotating the strike, gets boundary every now and then.
Yeah, it's been a good save for Sean Novak. He would certainly enjoy that. He was running at the danger zone, and it was certain that he was gonna there. Yeah, just the perfect time with the lights coming on and going off. Sufyan Mahmood. Oh, they are bowling well. Another peach of a delivery there from Sufyan Mahmood this time.
Wicket will surely make the things very interesting. This was a beautiful delivery there. Seam movement went away from the one by surprise. 12 balls since the last boundary. Light towers have now been lit up. 72 for 4. Khuwair Warriors slowly heading towards the target. Oh, that's a beautiful delivery. Got the outside edge. The keeper couldn't catch that one. And Sufyan Mahmood, he looks dejected there.
Why in the world you would not take the slip? After watching that first ball, taking that movement of the seam, you should have had the slip there while you have already picked up 4 wickets. You don't have a lot of runs in the bank. That was certainly a first slip catch, not the keeper's. Look at that movement of the deck from the seam. And he's also angling it away. Sean Novak. Oh, he'll feel himself lucky.
On a couple of occasions, firstly, was lucky on not being run out, and now he's lucky on his catch not being taken by the wicket keeper. So I believe it's just a luck factor that hasn't been going in the favor of Bousher Busters. Single to end the over, 77 for 4 at the close of 13 overs mark. Zishan Siddiqui providing a quick start, 15 of 12. He was undone by Mozammil. Ahmed Kaleem scored 29. 12 of 19 for Arsalan Bashir. With him is Sean Novak. Asim Kamal to follow. After him is just a tail enders. Sun settling in Al Amirat. Beautiful pictures there. Right then, 41 of 42 deliveries is the target for Khuwair Warriors, if they are to register their first win in the tournament. Fawad Ali comes in the attack and has bowled an absolute brilliant delivery there. A Yorker targeted at the stumps. Sean Novak lucky for one more time.
Well, he's been troubling the batters there. It's the only problem they got final over of him left here. Now we got Mr. Makbul Musa, board member of Oman Cricket. A dignitary, another big name here, joins hand in hand with Oman Cricket. Very, very useful person when you chat with him. Gives you shares with you a lot of knowledge.
Good change of pace there. Tucked on the onside for a single. Took the pace off the ball. Fawad. The situation right now is surely favouring Khuwair Warriors because they don't have a lot to chase. They only require 39 runs of 40 deliveries. Once again, it's the slowness of the surface that's coming into play and making it so difficult for the batters to bring the shots into the equation. Partnership is very vital. Sean Novak and Arsalan Bashir. Both of these batters, they have the ability to accelerate at any point of the time. But currently the requirement for them is to bat out. If Khuwair Warriors, they manage to bat out the whole 20 overs, they'll surely be able to chase down the target. For Bousher Busters, it's just a matter of taking wickets. Wickets will bring them back in the game. Once again, this one angled in towards the right-handed batter. Good bowling from Fawad Mohammad. Has been impressive in his second spell.
Yeah, the bowlers has done a great job by picking up wickets and containing runs as well. They made a match out of this low total. 118 runs while defending. It was from the bowl one less than 6 runs required. Yeah, angling it into Sean Novak. Sean Novak has done well to negotiate with that delivery. The plan is to see him off. Oh, kept touch low there. Big shout. The umpire is not convinced there. Zaman Qureshi. And probably, yes, that ball was drifting down the leg side. Shocking to see that low bounce there.
Yeah, this is what I was mentioning earlier on. That it's just the surface that is making the batters so difficult to operate their shots. It was a beautiful delivery there. And I believe Sean Novak will surely feel himself lucky to be around. Right, the last ball of Fawad Mohammad's over and his spell. Very economical, picked up the wicket as well. Can he get another wicket to bring Bousher Busters back in the game? Staying on the pads, helped on the onside. This will run across the fine leg fence for a boundary. A much needed boundary for Khuwair Warriors to end the over. 14 gone, 84 for 4. Ruby Rangers are getting some warm-ups in. The most successful team of the Oman D20 powered by Fancode have Kalimullah and other players warming up. They'll be facing Gubra Giants later on. A beautiful delivery. Once again going away from the right-handed batter. Now is something interesting here. Has dislodged the bails wicket-keeper.
Well, we are going upstairs for that. Well, yeah, he's asking his partners, and they think that they have got him outside the crease there. Hamad Mirza, good thinking there, just trying his luck. Oh, he's celebrating already. That's his side of a story. This, we need to see the story of Sean Nowak. He seems, and he thinks he's home. But right now he's standing outside. So it's very important for the batter when those who's trying to cut out that swing, so they'll maybe cut off. We need another angle for sure to tell us a better story over here. And he collected. Oh, I think he's back. I think he's on the line. He's on the line, and that ball, when it's important to see when that ball has hit the stumps, and green, all okay. Well, Sean Nowak has been living dangerously.
Well, this is not the first, not the second, not the third, but the fourth time around he's been lucky in the space of 9 deliveries. All in all, the luck continues for Sean Nowak and for Khuwair Warriors. And the off day in terms of luck continues for Bousher Busters. Sufyan Mahmood is bowling a good spell here. Just needs to bring a fielder in slips, because he's angling the ball away from the right-handed batter. Single there for Sean Nowak.
The 33 more needed, but that seems to be a distance because Bousher Busters are not giving it up. They are fighting for it, and I think the more important wicket is this one. Arslan Bashir was a good batter and who can win you this game, but it's this pressure which is being created by Bousher Buster bowlers. Yeah, you can clearly see he's taking a couple of his steps, is clearly because to negotiate with that swing, but I think Sufyan Mahmood have to bring that little bit of attacking strategy in him, because he does not have a lot of runs to defend. He need to go for the kill, have the slip on, especially with angling it away from the right hander and he himself being the left armer.
Once again, shuffles across, plays on the onside, but now they'll only settle for a single. Arslan Bashir's role is very important. He's batting at 18 from 23 deliveries, while Sean Nowak is a man who knows a thing or two about the long levers, can smoke those big sixes.
Yeah, probably he can make the difference here. Now this is much better now from Sean Nowak. The reason being is that ball was slightly full. Well, there you go. Now looking dashing there, Naman.
Absolutely, especially the man on the left side wearing the coat and some shades. It doesn't resemble with Abid Ibrahim, I'm telling you.
Well, if you know it, then you know it. Just it's on the onside, just a single on the last ball. And that would bring the over number 15 to an end. It's 88 for 4.
Last 5 overs of the run chase. An exact 30 runs required for Khuwair Warriors. They're taking the game deep. That's a good plan, I believe. Because once you try to chase down the target early, considering that they've lost 4 wickets so far, and in the process they can lose a couple of more wickets, and they don't have very experienced tail. Shabaz, the new bowler in. Is he able to provide that breakthrough which Bousher busters need?
Yeah, they just keep on surprising. Oh, just the toe end of the bat where he was trying to play that shot which will heave on the onside. Yeah, you need to understand, starting with the slower one and testing the batter on the back foot. Good idea to start things off. Maybe expect the next one going full. Yeah, you never know, because that long on and long off both are at the deep in the boundary line.
This is good attacking bowling from Shabaz. The early phase of his spell, keeping Arsalan Bashir quiet, not offering any sort of width to the batter.
And not a surface where it is easy to bat second. Now, at this time of the evening, because the ball is doing slight bit of a movement here and using as much as many games that been playing in this 22 strips of 22 yards. Now, even that single run is really well fought. So far, only one given in 3 deliveries. Shabaz is having an absolutely great start. So far, so good. Things are in control.
I believe Khuwair Warriors, they surely have the edge in this game. 29 of 27. Steps out, gone up in the air. He hasn't timed that well enough. Wicket keeper settling underneath that one, and Shubho Paul, along with the wicket keeper, there was slight misunderstanding, and the opportunity goes begging.
Well, things are not working in their favour. Bousher busters really cannot believe it. It was always a keeper's catch. It's always the keeper. The man with the gloves should have taken. That went long way up in the air. And why did he left it for Shubhupal? Now both of them, poor calling between the two. It's all happening here. Living on the edge. Both the batters.
On the pads once again. Talking about the drop catch there, you're mentioning about the calling being a very key factor, not only in terms of taking the catches, but in terms of running between the wickets as well. It went up in the air. And have a look at both of these fielders. Now, this has been smoked. If you drop Sean Novak's catches, he's surely going to put you out of the park. What a hit to finish the over. Sean Novak getting into his groove. 16 overs are done, 97 for 4.
Well, that was a great hit from the big man, Sean Novak. And these big shots, big sixes, breaks the shackles as well. That landed onto the other ground where we have a match between the girls. Yeah, those girls got surprised. Who has hit that such a big hit? Well, I don't think so. They need to make a guess there when Sean Novak is batting. He hits massive sixes. And that six, definitely. Yeah, there you go. Khushi. And she's been fielding there. They have been having this game. It's preparing maybe for the South Africa.
Yeah, absolutely. We have the first Under 19 World Cup going on in South Africa. We have as many as 12 teams participating. So good to see for the game being promoted. Steps out, plays on the offside. Has he timed that well enough? Yes, he has. A valiant effort from the fielder. He still couldn't manage to stop the ball. A welcome boundary to bring up the 100 for Khuwair Warriors.
Well, as I said, that six has broke the shackles now. The runs flow is being quite easy for Khuwair Warriors. They can feel themselves at touching distance while 17 more needed to win this game. Made a room, came down the track, hits it beautifully. And that is taking a curve there all the way. And look at that. That cameraman is almost at danger. Just a single there and taking single. That's a good tactic now. Look at those dot balls there. The number of dot balls Team Khuwair Warriors played. 46. That was a big numbers.
They have slowly but surely have built the innings. Considering that the required run rate was around 6 and it remained the same throughout the innings. Sufyan Mahmood has bowled a good spell. Now he's leaking runs in his last over. Now he's up against Sean Novak. He's just smoked a 6. Some dabbed on the onside for a single. Been a good comeback by Bousher Busters as well, considering that they only have 117 on the board. Right then, Kubra Giants warming up for the task. They're up against the table toppers, Rui Rangers. Trying to play that across the line. Not out, signaled by the umpire.
Yeah, a lot of still a wicket away, I think, Bousher Buster to make a comeback in the game. That was angling it away every time when he was bowling. Maybe the impact might be just in line, but that ball was certainly going away from the right-hander. This has been good bowling from Sufyan, but he haven't picked up a wicket. Maybe on the final delivery, can he pick up a wicket and bring his team back in the game? If not him, then who else? Sufyan Mahmood to bowl the final ball of his spell, and that is straight to mid off. They need to hurry, and they'll take single. 17 overs gone. No wicket for Sufyan Mahmood. He's given 26 in his 4. It's 104 for 4 after 17. Khuwair Warriors.
Nadeem. He'll bowl his first over. 8 wickets in 4 innings. Scored a 4 for. And I wonder why he did not bowl in today's game. 14 of 18 required now. Shouldn't be a difficult task considering the 2 batters are settled in the middle. Couldn't get the timing right at this occasion. Arsalan Bashir.
Well, because of this knock, the slow and steady, that will affect his strike rate, but not his performance. He's Arslan Bashir getting into that top 5 scorers of the tournament from Khuwair Warriors, the only batter from Khuwair Warriors. And almost those 5 teams, different batters on that. Oh, he's gone. He's gone for Biggie, and he has done the distance. Oh, come on, Majid. The security head dropping that catch. You should have taken that one.
Good use of the feet from Arsalan Bashir. Getting to the pitch of the ball and smoking it over mid-wicket fence for a 6. A good effort from the batter, but not a great effort from the security guy fielding over the fence. Should have taken that. And all in his despairness, he has left the field as well. Back to his duty.
I think he's himself a good cricketer. I've played against him at this stadium when we toured here last time. Again charging down the track and hits it towards the long on to finish the over. So now at touching distance. Shouldn't be a problem for Khuwair Warriors to register the victory here. Nelson on board with 4 wickets down after 18.
Flags waving high. Oman cricket has been a great story of development of Oman cricket over the last few years. Asif Khan comes in and Asif Khan has been smoked on the onside. Just a single there. Right then, 1 hit away, Khuwair Warriors getting the first victory of the tournament. Can Sean Novak be able to do that? Wrapped on the pass. No, he won't be able to do that. Asif Khan strikes. He gets the better of Sean Novak, who hasn't been lucky at this occasion.
Well, can it be a twist in the tail? Could it be the game? Maybe. Because we already witnessed one setback in a great game of cricket together where we had the tie onto the back foot, and that was going to hit that middle stumps, and finger goes up from KR Azad. Walking out, finally got him. Sean Novak, after getting a lot of opportunities is walking out, scoring 16 of 15 deliveries. It's 1-1-2 for 5.
Six more needed for Khuwair Warriors to win this game, register the first win. Asif Khan has got a wicket. Muzaffar Shiralkar is a new batter in. Oh, beautiful delivery. Asif Khan with yet another wicket. It was a googly that went between the gap that was provided, bat and pad. And Asif Khan strikes yet again.
Well, can you believe it? That man is smiling but having a lot of tensions. The tension is not over yet for him. The Khuwair Warriors can get out of the game. It's a perfect peach of a delivery to get the man out on a first ball between the bat and pad, through the gate, and a wicket. Shiralkar gone out on a golden duck. Look at that. Join us and look at the celebration. Oh, he's flying off. Asif Khan with a beautiful googly first ball. Well, the score is still the same, 112, but the sixth wicket walking out.
Asim Kamal, the new batter in. I tell you what, Abid Ibrahim, just about 3 to 4 minutes back, Asim Kamal, he might have packed his bag. But now Asif Khan, he's on a hat-trick. Oh, the chance was there for the bowler. And the misfield there from the mid-off fielder. A boundary taking Khuwair Warriors a step closer to victory.
Well, there was nothing to lose for Bousher Busters. They got up attacking field on, and first ball, Asim Kamal not holding himself back, going for that shot slightly away from the bowler. Could have gotten him a hat-trick for him. That could have been the third hat-trick of Oman D20, powered by fan code. Oh, goodness. Not only the bowler, but the fielder also missing out on that occasion. Oh, well, it was yourself, Asif. You could only take in yourself to the glory. One hit away, two needed. And they will have to wait for it. It's absolutely brilliant piece of bowling from Bousher Busters.
Well, I wonder why they did not bring in Asif Khan the attack before. He bowled a couple of overs in the last game as well. But today, he's been left a little too late to be brought in the attack. Two more needed of 7 deliveries. Can Asim finish on this one? Googly. Once again, trying to heave this one towards the onside. A dot ball to end a very good over. 2 required of the last over. Nadim will continue. 2 of the last over. Put on the onside. That'll just be a single.
They could have pushed for the second one, but no, they want to finish things off pretty relaxed. Well, the batter of Khuwair Warriors feel themselves they can do this comfortably. Aslan Bashir should have taken things on his own hand. It wouldn't be easy for the new man in. Well, we have seen close encounter, Gubra Giants, and that previous game. And now it's time for Khuwair Warriors and Bousher Busters. Maybe Bousher Busters can do the magic. All fielders should be up in the ring. Oh, he goes big. He goes straight to the fielder. Oh, he put it down and a single there. A victory for Khuwair Warriors with a lot of hiccups. And finally, they get themselves over the line.
It was long time coming for Khuwair Warriors. They have finally, despite of doing multiple efforts of not winning the game, they have finally managed to pull this one off. A victory for Khuwair Warriors by 4 wickets. It hasn't been a great day in the field for Bousher Busters. First with the bat, then in the fielding department and the bowling as well. All marks and all credit to Khuwair Warriors, Amir Kaleem and his boys. They have performed well in this game. First with the ball and in the field, and then with the bat, winning the game by 4 wickets. Fayaz and all his boys, Sufyan Mahmood, the skipper, along with his side, should be very proud of the way have put in some great effort to take the game to the last over.
Yes, they lost the game, but there are plenty of things to take positive on from this fight back. They made a great match of defending such a low total. There have been intent, there have been fight, there have been challenges they've been up onto. And it's been a great piece of bowling there. Zishan and the 2 openers alongside Sayyid Amir Kaleem, the 2 senior member of Khuwair Warriors, scoring runs 15 for Zishan and 29 for Amir. But in the end, they've been losing those wickets. There haven't been a lot of contribution from the middle order. It has been Arslan who's kept that ship steady. He was single-handedly trying to get his team home, and it was much needed performance from him, making sure he take his team over the line, remained not out on 35 for 41 deliveries.
You're talking about the bowling there from Bousher Busters. They have used 7 bowlers and 4 of them were successful. Fawad Ali and Muzammil picking up wicket apiece. 2 wickets for Fayaz Butt and Asif Khan in the only over he bowled. But it has been a good display of bowling for Bousher Busters. It's just that they did not have enough runs on the board. The target was chased down in the last over by Khuwair Warriors. This is how the innings panned out for Khuwair Warriors. The run chase of Khuwair Warriors. Zishan Siddiqui and Sayyid Amir Kaleem starting the innings. Zishan Siddiqui getting 3 boundaries of Fawad's first over, driven through the covers on the first 2 occasions, and third one a slightly upper shot. Sayyid Amir Kaleem there getting quick runs as well. This straight down the ground shot was probably the shot of the day for me, and this is how Muzammil dismissed Zishan Siddiqui. That was an absolute peach of a delivery. Good catch there from the wicketkeeper. Sayyid Amir Kaleem getting quick runs for his side on every opportunity that was provided to him. Unless this occasion there, that was a beautiful delivery, a good catch from the wicketkeeper.
Yeah, he's scored 29 runs. And crucial 29, and that was unplayable delivery there from Fawad. Fawad showed some fight and some intent. He's been kept on picking up, but that was a break. The shekel shot from Sean Nowak, and then followed by 4 from Arslan Bashir. And then Nowak getting dismissed by that leg before, and then first ball. Shirelkar was a peach. The leggy getting him out. And we might thought that there might be a twist in the tail, but in the end it was Khuwair Warriors who held their nerves well to get them this game in their favor, and they registered their much needed victory and 2 crucial points. And a match summary: it was Sufyan scoring the top score for Bousher Busters, the captain, scoring 44 runs of 39 deliveries, and it was his partner Shubhu Pal who stayed together. They really built a good partnership. They made sure that they take their team towards a decent total, but could not do that. Towards the end of the inning, the bowlers really did well to pull things back, especially Muzahir Raza and Arafat Islam, pardon me. Mohsin Qureshi with one wicket, 1 over, 1 wicket and 1 run in 2 overs, but was not brought back into the attack. That was shocking and surprise for me. A decision of Syed Amir Kaleem.
118 was the target for Khuwair Warriors. Arsalan Bashiri steadied the ship, scoring 35 of 41 deliveries. Syed Amir Kaleem scoring 29 of 22. Sean Novak chipping in with quick runs, 16 of 15 deliveries. Target was chased down in the last over. Khuwair Warriors winning the game by 4 wickets. Right then, we have Shoaib Ahmed ready with the post-match presentation ceremony. Over to you, Shoaib.
Thank you, gentlemen. Well, I'm here for the post-match presentation for the game between Darset Titans and Bousher Busters. What a game we have witnessed again. Both the teams looked really good, and it was difficult to say which team is going to cross the winning line in the end. Well, it was Darset Titans who managed to chase that total down. It was 117 that was put in the first innings. And in the second innings, Darset Titans did really well. They got the great start that they needed in the first 6 overs. And in the end, they went on to complete a comfortable run chase, getting those 2 points in their favour. Joining me in the post-match presentation tonight to give the Player of the Match award, I've been joined by a special guest. It's Mr. Maqbool Musa, who's the board member of Oman Cricket, and he's got the Player of the Match memento in his hand. This goes to Arsalan Bashir, who scored 35 of 41, and he scored that with the help of 2 fours and 1 6. The Player of the Match, Arsalan Bashir. Thank you, Mr. Musa. Well done, Arsalan. बहुत अच्छा परफॉर्मेंस रहा है ओवरऑल दरसेट टाइटंस का. ये ज़रूरत थी इस विन की और आपके रन्स ने ये इजी कर दिया उनके लिए.
बिल्कुल बहुत हमें इसकी नीड थी और अपना सारी जो जिम्मेदारी है जी भाई और आमिर भाई ने मुझ पे दी है कि यू आर द सीनियर प्लेयर हमारी टीम में, तो आपको रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी लेनी है, आपको पूरी क्रिकेट खेलनी है, भले कुछ भी हो जाए आपने एक हैंड संभाल के रखना है. तो मैं कोशिश ही करता हूँ कि थोड़ा सा अपने गेम से हटके मैं ये क्रिकेट यहाँ पर खेल रहा हूँ, क्योंकि यहाँ पर थोड़ी सी विकेट डिफरेंट है, डिफरेंट वेदर है, तो इस हिसाब से मेरी कोशिश रहती है मैं अपनी टीम को पूरा लेके चलूँ.
देखा हमने, आप मिडिल ऑर्डर में आते हैं दरसेट टाइटंस के लिए और कोशिश करते हैं कि एंड तक रहें. पिच के बारे में बताइए, कैसी पिच थी और आज की जो इनिंग्स थी वो थोड़ी सी फाइटिंग नॉक थी, क्योंकि ज़्यादा रन नहीं बनाए, आपने टाइम भी लिया, लेकिन जितने रन्स थे वो इंपॉर्टेंट रन्स थे.
बिल्कुल, अपना विकेट जो थी आज काफ़ी डिफरेंट विकेट थी. विकेट में सीम एंड स्विंग दोनों हो रहा था, यहाँ तक कि टर्न भी हो रहा था. तो मैंने कोशिश करी कि मैं अपना पूरा खेलूँगा और मैंने अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह फिर अल्लाह ने मेरे साथ दिया.
बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट विन थी आज, बहुत अच्छा परफॉर्म आपने किया. ऑल द बेस्ट आगे के मैचेस के लिए भी.
थैंक यू सो मच. थैंक यू.
That was the Player of the Match, Arsalan Bashir, getting that Player of the Match memento for his batting and helping that run chase for the Darset Titans. That's it from the post-match presentation, but of course, we've got another game lined up for you. It is going to be Gubra Giants taking on Rui Rangers, and that also promises to be an exciting game of cricket. So make sure you join us. We'll be diving into a short break, and when we are back, we'll be bringing you the match that is just about to begin. Gubra Giants taking on Rui Rangers. So stay tuned.